rise and fall of the world's greatest powers. For thousands of years, one question has echoed across history. Who rules the world? From mighty armies marching across deserts, to fleets conquering oceans, to superpowers armed with nuclear weapons, the struggle for global dominance has shaped human civilization. Every empire believed its reign would last forever. Every empire was wrong. This is the story of the rise and fall of the world's greatest powers. The first great power, the Akkadian Empire, 2334 BC.
No force can
Rome,
stand against us.
Long before Greece.
For the glory of our empire.
King named Sargon
Victory
emerged
is
from
ours.
Mesopotamia. He united dozens of rival city-states under one banner and created what many historians consider the world's first empire. His armies swept through fertile river valleys. His enemies were crushed. His authority stretched farther than any ruler before him. For the first time in history, one government controlled vast territories and diverse peoples. But empires built by conquest often die by conquest. Internal rebellions erupted. Foreign invaders attacked. The mighty Akkadian Empire collapsed. A lesson was born. Power can be seized by force. Keeping it is much harder. The Persian giant, 550 BC. From the ruins of earlier kingdoms emerged a ruler unlike any before. Cyrus the Great. He founded the mighty Persian Empire. Unlike many conquerors, Cyrus combined military strength with tolerance. His armies conquered Media, Lydia, and Babylon. Soon Persia controlled territory from Egypt to India. It became the largest empire the world had ever seen. But greatness attracted challengers. Across the Aegean Sea, small Greek city-states refused to submit. The Persian kings launched invasion after invasion. At Marathon, at Thermopylae, at Salamis. The Greeks fought desperately. Persia won many battles, but failed to break Greek resistance. The empire remained powerful, but cracks began to form. Then came a young king from Macedonia. Alexander the Great overthrows Persia, 334 BC. At just 20 years old, Alexander inherited a kingdom. Within a decade, he would inherit an empire. His invasion of Persia began with a daring crossing into Asia Minor. The decisive battles came one after another. Granicus, Issus, Gaugamela. At Gaugamela, Alexander faced the enormous army of King Darius III. Outnumbered but fearless, Alexander led a direct charge toward the Persian king. Darius fled. The Persian Empire collapsed. The greatest power on earth had fallen. Alexander marched into Babylon, Egypt, Persia, and all the way to India. His empire became the largest the world had yet seen. But then, tragedy struck. Alexander died at just 32 years old. Without a clear successor, his empire shattered. His generals fought each other. The world was once again divided.
The rise of Rome, 27 BC. While Alexander's empire fractured, a new power grew in the west, Rome. At first, it was merely a city, then a republic, then a military machine unlike anything history had seen. Rome's greatest rival was Carthage. The two powers clashed in the legendary Punic Wars. One name terrified Rome, Hannibal. Crossing the Alps with war elephants, Hannibal devastated Roman armies. At Cannae, Rome suffered one of the worst defeats in military history. Yet Rome refused to surrender. Roman generals adapted, recovered, and struck back. At the Battle of Zama, Carthage was defeated.
Open the lanes! Turns! Stand firm!
Roman legions
Roma
Greece,
Invicta!
Egypt, Britain, and much of Europe. The Roman Empire became the most powerful state on earth. For centuries, no rival could match its strength. Then came corruption, civil wars, and relentless barbarian invasions. In 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire fell. The seemingly eternal empire was gone. The Islamic caliphates shake the world, 7th to 13th century. From the Arabian Peninsula emerged a force that transformed history, the Islamic caliphates. Within a century of the death of Prophet Muhammad, Muslim armies had conquered vast territories. They defeated both the exhausted Byzantine Empire and the weakened Persian Empire. Damascus became a center of power, then Baghdad. The Islamic world became the leading center of science, medicine, mathematics, and trade. Its influence stretched from Spain to India. Yet unity gradually disappeared. Political fragmentation weakened the caliphates. Then came the storm from the east. The Mongols. The Mongol Empire, history's most feared conquerors. 1206 AD. His name was Genghis Khan. His enemies called him a monster. His followers called him a genius. He united the Mongol tribes and unleashed a military revolution. Mongol horsemen moved with astonishing speed. Cities that resisted were annihilated. Kingdom after kingdom fell. China, Central Asia, Persia, Eastern Europe. No empire in history expanded faster. The Mongols destroyed the mighty Abbasid capital of Baghdad in 1258. One of history's greatest cities was reduced to ruins. At its peak, the Mongol Empire became the largest contiguous land empire ever created. Yet its size became its weakness. It fractured into rival khanates. Gradually, Mongol dominance faded. New powers emerged. The British Empire rules the waves, 1700s to 1900s. The Age of Empires entered a new era. The oceans became the highways of power. No nation mastered them better than Britain. Through trade, industry, and naval supremacy, Britain built a global empire. It defeated rivals including Spain, France, and the Netherlands. The Battle of Trafalgar in 1805 secured British naval dominance. The Industrial Revolution multiplied British wealth. At its height, the British Empire controlled nearly a quarter of the Earth's land surface. People said, the sun never sets on the British Empire. But 2 world wars changed everything. Britain emerged victorious, yet exhausted. Its colonies demanded independence. A new superpower was rising. Across the Atlantic, the United States and the Soviet Union, 1945. World War II ended with Europe devastated. Germany defeated. Japan defeated. Britain weakened. France weakened. 2 giants remained, the United States and the Soviet Union. The Cold War began. Unlike previous world powers, these rivals rarely fought directly. Instead, they competed through technology, espionage, ideology, and proxy wars. Berlin, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan. The arms race reached terrifying levels. Thousands of nuclear weapons threatened humanity. Then came the turning point. Economic stagnation crippled the Soviet Union. Political reforms unleashed forces beyond control. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. One superpower remained. The current age, America and the rise of China. After the Cold War, America entered what many called the unipolar moment. Its military was unmatched. Its economy dominated global markets. Its technology companies transformed the world. Its cultural influence reached every continent. Yet history never stands still. China's rise has reshaped the global balance of power. Decades of economic growth transformed it into a manufacturing and technological giant. Today, many analysts view the world as entering a new era of competition between the United States and China. Whether the future belongs to one power or many remains uncertain. But history offers a warning. Every empire believed it was different. Every empire believed it would endure forever. None did. From Akkad to Persia, from Macedonia to Rome, from the Caliphates to the Mongols, from Britain to America. The story of world powers is not merely about conquest. It is about ambition, innovation, strength, and ultimately, change. Because history's greatest lesson is this: no empire lasts forever. The question is not who rules the world today. The question is, who will rule it tomorrow?